Ladies and gentlemen, Audi's brand new Q8. The Q8 combines all of the elegance of a sports coupe and all of the practicality of a full off-roader. And it's also the first SUV to carry Audi's new design language, and that gives it these dynamic and dramatic lines. The brand new Q8 really is quite extraordinary. The very first thing that leaps out at you is this single frame octagon design. It gives the car such presence. Look at these fabulous sculptural rear lights. This full width strip really accentuates the width of the Q8, giving such a feeling of power and stability. Little touch of the past perhaps here as well. The black panel between the lights, just as we saw on the original Ur Quattro. And of course, you've got that light animation as well. The Q8's sharp lines and taut surfaces give it a sense of strength and quality. And this huge wheelbase, combined with the short overhangs and the Quattro blisters, they give it a dynamic coupe-like proportion. And I love these little design touches, the flying roofline that makes it look fast even when it's standing still. The way all these elements just cascade down the back of the car. There are perfect little design touches everywhere. And how about this? Frameless doors, front and rear. This is a real five-seater, and take a look at this. You can move the seats around as well to give yourself the space wherever you need it in the car. Well, in here, it's almost like the bridge of the Starship Enterprise, isn't it? The digital dashboard just floats almost free. Little elements like these highlights on the air vents and the ambient lighting really make it just stand out so well. It's a wonderfully relaxing place to spend some time. So how are we going to sum up our brief glimpse of the brand new Q8? Well, first of all, Audi's starting a whole new family design story here with this car. It's got this fabulous coupe styling and gorgeous little design touches inside and out really set it apart from everything else. And there's no question at all in my mind that Audi has got a brand new jewel in its SUV crown. But don't take my word for it, take a look for yourself.
With the Q8 we did something completely new for Audi, something really outstanding. My name is Sascha Heide and I'm working as an exterior designer for Audi Design. This is the first time I did an all-new model. It was a big challenge to recreate the really new, iconic look of the car. It perfectly combines the attitude or the aesthetics of an four-door coupe with the fully functions of a sporty SUV. I think the first eye-catching element is the new grille architecture. If you look at the front of the car, it's the single frame, the new architecture, which is coming up in an octagon shape. This octagon shape will be the next grille silhouette for the whole range of upcoming Audi Q models. There's another nice feature which is placed next to the single frame, which is called the mask. With this one, we wanted to express also the Quattro attitude, the techniques below the skin, because we want to make the Quattro attitude, the Quattro technology visible in the design of the car. It's a couple of technical revolutions behind the car. For instance, we have very big wheels. We have the biggest wheels so far we ever had in Audi. We have very big wheel arches. Also in the bottom we have big air intakes, very sporty ones. Seeing the car from its rear, there's one stunning element which I really love. It's our black panel beam. Underlining the maximum width of the car, it gives it a really nice, powerful standing. The roofline is supposed to be a coupe, but it's different to the shape of a normal expected coupe roofline. So the outline is totally different, and we still keep the appropriate headroom inside.
The elegance that we have in interior is a complement from the exterior. My name is Mauricio Monteiro dos Santos. I'm a team leader from the Q8 interior design. You start an interior with a vision. The A8 is for us a direction. And then we thought, okay, how can we combine the success from the Audi A8 in an SUV? As soon as you see the whole package and what we want to get in the end, it was quite clear that this car needs a completely new interior. Inside of the car, you don't give up on nothing. The idea was to communicate levels. So the first level, when you get in the car, you see all the usability in the car is surrounded by a black panel and aluminum frame. Then we have the second layer. This is what we call mechanical wrap, where we have the decor parts in the car. They are quite clear to see, and we have a very strong division between these layers. So you have to feel yourself very comfortable in the car. And this is the soft layer surrounding the whole interior. The interior from the Q8 is on the SUV segment, for us, an icon. We design like a diamond, so every face has to be polished.
It's an absolutely amazing situation to have this kind of a freedom. I hope they fell in love with it like I did immediately.
That was moments that we thought, this will never work, but let's give a try. And we didn't give up. We are never satisfied. It would be wrong if we were satisfied.
It will be our new star in the SUV segment.
The name says it's Q8. It's the top of the Q. I don't know any other company that can do this better than Audi.